The verse of the day is Matthew 11:28, and it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Now, when Jesus said that, he didn't say it out of like, "Oh, yeah, I might give you rest," or "I could give you rest." No, he said, "I will give you rest." But you have to come to him. You have to surrender to him. You have to give him your problems. You have to trust that he's got it under control. Because the thing about it is, he can't do anything if we don't surrender. If we try to do it all on our own, we're not going to be able to. And how many times do we panic in a situation, but a lot of that never really happens. And that's like when we trust him, a lot of the outcomes that we think are going to happen, they don't even happen. And I know that, and I can vouch for that. A lot of time I think something is going to happen and I start panicking, and yes, I still panic to this day about some things that I shouldn't be worried about. But you know what? At the end of the day, it probably never happened. Even if it does happen, God's got you. You're going to get through it, and you're still here. What about that one thing that you went through a while back, and you're still here? You went through it. It wasn't easy, but you got through it. You're here. So nothing is impossible with God. And I just want the people to know that. Matthew 19:26 says, "With God all things are possible." I know it's not the verse of the day, but it's a strong reminder. It says, "With God all things are possible." And like what Jesus just said, He will give you rest. So He will give you rest. That's not, try. That's a promise, and He made so many promises to in the Bible. And He also said that He wouldn't leave or forsake us. So you can always trust in Him. You can always trust in that promise. And if you're tired today, and yes, there's real tired, but if you're also just, struggling, to find rest, just trust in God, And I know it's not always easy, but it is possible. And I know it's not always easy to surrender, but just give it to God, because He can control so much more than what we control, and He can see what we can't see, and He knows what we don't know. So just trust in Him. And I love you, but more importantly, God loves you. Have a blessed day. Peace out.